customer service as demonstrated by employees is a very critical component of how our brand is perceived by our customers. And in our case, one of the things that brings our employees together is something called our ambition. An ambition is a set of statements that we release every 3 years. We're currently in the process of our Ambition 2014. And these statements basically embody our aspirations and our commitment towards our various stakeholders. So we have 6 ambitions in all, and they deal with things like product quality, customer service, cost efficiency as a business, our promise to our employees, and our impact on the social environment that we work in. Okay. The other aspect is, of course, what kind of culture do you have at the store? Working in a pizza store or restaurant can be incredibly hard work, right? So these are guys who work, start in the morning at 11 and shut shop at 11 at night. They deliver pizza through rain and sun, harsh weather, and the freezing cold of Delhi. So how do you motivate people to keep their energies up and to deliver that pizza with a smile on time every time, right? So it's very important that apart from a performance-oriented culture, you also have some fun and have some lightness around the workplace so that people are able to bond and really give their best to the organization and to their leader. So fun at work is not something that we do on a good day or whenever we have free time. It's literally embedded into the culture of the organization, and we have programs both at the national level as well as within each store to drive it. Keeping employees happy is very hard. They often have contrasting expectations. Employees want a career, right? So they ask you, what are your future plans? What are the plans for me? What is your career path? At the same time, they want to be able to change jobs and make career changes as it suits their wishes. So it's tough balancing a career proposition for employees with the fact that many of your employees may not want to be in your organization over a long term. People want well-defined jobs. The moment they start work, they want to know what they're responsible for and how they're going to be measured. At the same time, they want freedom, right, and the ability to make decisions. Even a guy who delivers pizza expects some amount of empowerment because often he's away from the store, he's interacting with the customer live at the customer's residence, and he needs to be able to make decisions which he knows will be backed up by the organization when he comes back, right? So you need to have structure as well as freedom and empowerment. And a big part of this is how do you engage with employees. So we have various listening programs, communication programs, and quite frankly, engaging with employees is built into the way we work. So some of it is through structure, but most of it is through culture. Okay, so just to give you a feel of the kind of people who work in entry-level positions at Domino's Pizza. Young, okay, the minimum qualification requirement is a 10th pass, and most of our employees tend to start off when they're 18. We do have a lot of churn at the lower levels, and I guess it's part of the business because it is broad at the base, and opportunities tend to get narrow as you go up. So it works well for the organization to have that churn, right? The job is tough, it's hard work, and at the same time, while we ensure that your pizza reaches you on time, we need to have a culture of safety and care for the employee as well. So some of the things that an average 19-year-old has to face at our organization. So how do you make a job which can be quite thankless? How do you make that something to be aspirational? How do you make it the center theme of our organization? Because really it is at the heart of what we deliver to our customers. So we made the pizza delivery boy in our company is known as a safe delivery person or an STP. Obviously emphasizing the fact that not only do you have to deliver the pizza on time, but you have to ensure that you're safe both for yourself and anybody else on the road. So the SDP is actually a center point of our organization. A couple of years ago, we launched an advertising campaign all around the theme of how our pizza delivery boys help you get your pizzas on time. Okay, so that's the end of my slides. Now if you can have the lights up, and I can see who's awake, and I'd love to engage on some interesting questions. The store manager is really like, in a sense, a store is a standalone unit, and the store manager is like, he's like a father figure who may be only 22 or 23 years old, but nevertheless a father figure to the people who work in the store. And there's a very high level of accountability. It's like a platoon kind of a thing. So very high level of accountability and discipline in the store. When you have situations of indiscipline, it often happens, sometimes caused by customers, sometimes caused by our employees. First of all, you obviously, even if the customer is unreasonable, as employees of Domino's Pizza, you cannot just kind of match unreasonable behavior, right? So you need to maintain your standards as an organization, and people understand that. A lot of the correction is through feedback. We do take disciplinary action. Often some employees will not fit in, okay, because they just not oriented towards customer service. And I think we just need to let go, right? So because you really don't have the opportunity to control the way that employee is going to engage with your end customer. So if the person doesn't have the right attitude, and that's coming through the person's employment, perhaps a better person should pursue a different career and not be in the industry that we are in, right? Because so much of our service is at our employees' homes. It's important that the employee is trustworthy and adheres to the company's code of conduct, because you can't control what happens outside your store, right? So you're dependent on that individual to take responsibility.